In the news today this is our segment for In the News for March I don't even know what today's date is. I guess it's March the 9th already. Yeah, the 9th. Yeah, 9th. 2015. I had to think for a minute. Or a second. I hope it wasn't a minute. Anyway, Terry Brown went to jail for posting links on Facebook about a news article that was put out about the government. And now he's serving a sentence for 3 years, a prison sentence, for just posting up a link. This sounds crazy. Anytime somebody posts up a link does not make them a hacker, B, it does not make them an extortionist for the government or a threat, but C, this is what the new laws that they've rushed into veto in secret rooms late at night in their secret talks and meetings that they have in Washington and other places, and probably at Copenhagen when they were there rubbing all over each other there, in the summit there. But anyway, the thing is, we need to know what's going on. This truthness doctrine that Google wants to roll out with YouTube to see if you are telling the truth or how truthful you are. It's a ploy to limit speech or to squelch it altogether. So therefore, we need to stand up as Americans and not allow this. People, if they go around Congress, if President puts out an executive order to go around Congress and just to vote them where they can't have any power anymore, we need to do something about this before this happens, because he can do that, and there's talk about him that he might do that. It wouldn't surprise me, because this emperor-like king or president, he's supposed to be a president, but he's acting more like a king or an emperor, probably may try some charade about this, because his popularity really is not that much really right now. And he may try this because he's just very arrogant and thinks he might get away with it, since he got away with so much so far. So that's why I'm saying we as Americans need to stand up and unite and stop this man, and not just him, but the administration, because he's a puppet for the globalist New World Order. I don't know how much to say this, but it's really the truth. He is a puppet for the New World Order. Obama, that's what he does. Insane Obama, Barack, it's all Muslim names. He's not a real American, never was, never will be. And the thing is, he's a has-been. He's just he's a skin person guy that's not even an American. It shouldn't even be a president. And if you say Constitution to police when they pull you over, just to let you know, they consider you as it being contraband, like it's an illegal thing when you start quoting the laws of the Constitution and start quoting the documents of the Constitution, when really that's our American real creed. That's what we're supposed to be quoting. That's what we're supposed to be following. But see, what they've done in secret with all these meetings that they have, that many of them they had over the last couple of years, they're trying to do away with all that and replace it with something else that you don't even know about. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do online and on YouTube where it could become a felony just by saying what you feel about something. And it's so wrong. And it's against the Constitution. It's against the law. And if they're going to come after people and throw people falsely in prison on false trumped-up charges, because that's what they're doing here, then we need to get rid of these people and replace them with somebody who follows the Constitution. Okay? We're not tinfoil hats, because when you see all this stuff happening and it's more and more apparent and real, then you can't be tinfoil when you see truthfully what all these people have been saying all these years starting to come to light. So what I'm here to say is, folks, we need to wake up and get our heads out of our butts and out of our fear and out of the games, the video games, the football games, and really realize that we really need to see what's going on, because our freedoms are being attacked at all angles. And this is no joke or nothing to laugh about. Yeah, guy's crazy. Yeah, well, you can think that, but, one day when you wake up and you're in a concentration camp, I don't think you'll be thinking that. You'll wish you listened, but by then it'll be too late. So you need to wake up and start smelling reality and stop sniffing whatever you're sniffing, and start sniffing what's really true, what's going on. Get your head out of the sand and start acting and doing what you're supposed to do as a Christian should, and how they ought to be doing. My back and my leg just started hurting today, so please y'all pray that the sciatic nerve is acting up. I don't know, I think it's because the weather's changed. Sometimes it gets it acting up. Plus the stuff in the world is not helping with the stress. So please pray for me that the flurping will go away, because when I get up and move a certain way at first, it's very painful. And then if I move around a certain way, I can walk, but it's painful at first. Let's hope that goes away. It just started doing that today, so I must have slept on it wrong, so let's just hope it's better tomorrow. I won't know until I get up tomorrow. Right now I feel fine because of the way I'm sitting, but if I sit a certain way, or if I stay still too long, it'll start hurting. So please pray for me in that regard, and that the demons and all will stay away from me. And I ask through Jesus Christ, through his name, that he would command the demons or evil forces or influences on my back and on my hip and on my leg and muscles and all in that area and the bones, that it would just obey and leave me alone, and that it would flee. I ask in that Jesus would command that the evil forces and demons to flee from my areas of body where that is being affected, on all the areas of back, the disc, all that, the spine, the lower part of my spine. Please, just ask that to happen, and that I'll be protected from any other outside influences. If it's Wi-Fi or whatever, help that my body will get used to it or build an immunity to it, and that way it won't affect or cause my bones or cause my sciatic to act up because of the radiation, too much radiation. And so I could do my work, because I got this thing for business. But like I said, please donate. I'm not crying or having a pity party like EL said, hinting or alluding to. I'm not crying. It's just that I'm a business, and we got to stop being selfish. And this is not a pity party. I'm a minister, and I'm doing a ministry. So I'm asking. We're for profit, but we do accept donations. So this is not a pity party. This is just stuff we really need. We need a new computer system. This computer is 5 years old. And then I got a new battery. I got a battery that I got to get a new battery for this thing. And see that red light there? It's blinking right there, blinking. I got to get a new battery for that. And it's $350. And then I had a new unit I had to get for the, I have to get a new unit for the other battery, because that thing was a refurbished unit, and then it just started shooting electricity out the back of it, or you could hear electricity like arcing inside of it, like the components were burning out, because that's usually what they do. They'll burn out before it stops working altogether. So I unplugged it so it wouldn't cause no damage to my stuff, which I don't think it did, because I unplugged it before that could happen. But please, help us. We need a new battery for that UPS, the big one I just showed you. Just need a new replacement battery from Custom Networks. I'm going to order it as soon as the money comes in. It's $350 for that, and then $550 with taxes and shipping and all. It's $925 altogether to replace that unit and to get a new replacement battery. And the battery that's in here, I just ship back, and they send it somewhere to get it recycled. That's a good thing about APC. They recycle the battery, and then they just give me the new one, and they give me a discount, so on the battery too, a little bit for recycling. All right, so that's in the news segment. We need to watch out for this, because they have a button that they're going to be coming out soon on Facebook also, that is going to allow people, or even bots, to say if you're reporting on news or sharing a link, they can just remove you off the internet just by simply reporting to Facebook that you're reporting false news or information, which is totally wrong and totally not constitutional. And it goes against all the laws of what are written currently, which have been overwritten secretly, which is a lot we don't know. Like a lot of things that were misdemeanors now have, like I said many months ago, have moved up from misdemeanors to felonies. That's why Mr. Brown is in prison right now, because of the links he did, which he wasn't doing anything wrong. It's like most people. You copy and paste and put it, on your page to share a news article from the Post, or say New York Times, or the Washington Post, or whatever publication you use, and you might like something in that article, so you share the article, or you share the link to it. Well, that's all he did, and federal agents came to his house and arrested him. And so he's been in prison. He's in prison, mind you, for just sharing some links. And of course, they may say, oh, there's a lot more to it than that. Well, all he just said out of anger is that, yeah, he's going to release some information on you because you're spying on him, and when he did an article on this drug group, now they know what he said because it was released, and now they're going to come after him probably when he comes out. So now he's got probably a death warrant set on his head, because our government went and released a bunch of information publicly on him and exposed what he did, and that was just totally wrong. When something like that should be secret, that should not be released. I mean, when you've got a criminal, corrupt government, this is what happens. People are not following the law, and they're just doing whatever they want. So what happens is when people are supposed to be honest, that are supposed to be abiding, getting subpoenas and warrants like they're supposed to, no, they're not doing that because they can see what you're doing right now. And they just do it in real time. They got dummy phone towers, they got boxes under manholes, and then telephone poles to pull all your information off all your portable devices and even on your computers. I mean, these boxes. And then they're going to talk about autonomic cars that can drive themselves, atomic cars that drive themselves. You know, that's what was in, some part in the Hastings, Michael Hastings, and his car blew up. There was a bomb in there, a magnetic bomb, they say, because the way it blew up and how the engine flew out of there about halfway down the street from where the car crashed in the tree. So, evidently, the way it was ejected, that is exactly what happened. So we need to really wake up as Americans and get our heads out of the mushroom clouds, because our way of life is largely being threatened. The freedom that you're used to is going bye-bye. It's going to the wayside. And why is that? Because we aren't doing nothing about it. Because we're sleeping. We're sleeping. That's what it is. So I'm just telling you, we need to do something about this, folks. We need to get these people out of office who are doing this injustice. We need to be free. They don't need to be after us. They don't need to come after the conservative people. What they need to worry about is the enemies in Iraq and all them that are going to come here and start blowing up cities. That's what they need to worry about. Not so much about Americans. They really need to worry about something. That's where they need to focus their energies on, not American citizens. I mean, they got to stop smoking the weed or whatever they're injecting themselves with and really start focusing on these people who they have enmityed by blowing up innocent people all around the world. That's what I would be focusing more on than worried about, oh, I'm just a little teenager. I'm going to do whatever I want. So, we need to get out of that mindset. So anyway, have a good one, and I love you. Stay tuned, donate, subscribe down below, and remember, Jesus loves you too. Stay tuned for more updates and downloads and upstreams, and stay connected. I love you. See you later. Bye for now. This is in the news for the 9th of March, 2015.